Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been on a lot of people's minds lately. Can you have HMPV and COVID-19 at the same time? With so many respiratory viruses circulating, it's a valid question, and one that deserves a clear, thorough answer, so let's get into it. First, let's talk about what HMPV and COVID-19 actually are. HMPV, or human metapneumovirus, is a respiratory virus that's been around for a while but doesn't always get as much attention as the flu or COVID-19. It can cause symptoms like coughing, fever, and shortness of breath, and it's especially concerning for young children, the elderly, and people with weakened immune systems. On the other hand, COVID-19 needs no introduction. It's been a global health crisis since 2020, and even though we've made a lot of progress in managing it, it's still very much a part of our lives. Symptoms can range from mild, like a cough or fever, to severe, like difficulty breathing or even organ failure in extreme cases. Now here's the big question. Can you have both HMPV and COVID-19 at the same time? The short answer is yes, it's possible. This is what's known as a co-infection, and while it's not super common, it does happen. In fact, studies show that up to 20% of respiratory infections involve more than one virus. So what does that mean for you? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about how co-infections happen. You might be exposed to both viruses at the same time, or you could catch one and then the other shortly after. This is more likely to happen during peak respiratory virus seasons, like the winter months when everyone is spending more time indoors. Now, what happens if you do get both viruses at the same time? Well, it can complicate things. Co-infections can lead to more severe symptoms and a longer recovery time. For example, you might have a higher fever, a more persistent cough, or even trouble breathing. And for people who are already at higher risk, like the elderly or those with chronic health conditions, co-infections can be especially dangerous. So, how can you tell if you have a co-infection? The symptoms of HMPV and COVID-19 can overlap quite a bit. Both can cause fever, cough, and fatigue, but there are some differences. COVID-19, for example, is more likely to cause a loss of taste or smell, while HMPV might lead to more severe congestion. The only way to know for sure is to get tested for both viruses. If you do suspect a co-infection, it's important to seek medical attention, especially if your symptoms are severe or getting worse. Your doctor can help you manage your symptoms and make sure you're on the right track to recovery. Now let's talk about prevention. The best way to avoid co-infections is to protect yourself from both viruses. Here are some practical tips. First, get vaccinated. COVID-19 vaccines are widely available and highly effective at preventing severe illness. While there isn't a vaccine for HMPV yet, staying up to date on your COVID-19 shots is a great first step. Second, practice good hygiene. Wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer when you're out and about, and avoid touching your face. These simple habits can go a long way in preventing the spread of viruses. Third, wear a mask in crowded or high-risk settings. Masks are still one of the most effective tools we have for reducing the spread of respiratory viruses. And finally, take care of your overall health. Eat a balanced diet, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. A strong immune system is your best defense against any virus. If you do end up getting sick, don't panic. Most people recover from HMPV and COVID-19 without any serious complications. But it's important to listen to your body and seek medical help if you need it. So, can you have HMPV and COVID-19 at the same time? Yes, it's possible. But by staying informed and taking steps to protect yourself, you can reduce your risk and stay healthy. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. And as always, take care of yourself. Your health matters.